Hey everybody, Jackie from Dietology. How are you guys tonight? How are you? Let me know. I'm gonna grab my papers here. How's this week been treating everybody? I'm gonna give everybody a second because I don't think anybody's here yet. So, I hope you guys are doing well. I know I've kind of had my moments, and I think if you're human, you're gonna have those moments. But today, I am so glad to see that here in Columbus, Ohio, that we've had some sun, and it's made all the difference today, because I know like yesterday, I just felt like I had the concrete blocks on. So that's no fun, is it? So today's been a good day. I did some work and then had to get caught up on some personal stuff. So been just doing laundry and all those fun things that I've been ignoring. So feel like I'm making a dent and getting caught up, which always feels good. It makes me feel accomplished. So, yeah, so I had a little bit of sun today, sat out on the deck, and I think sun makes everything better. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, you guys, how you're doing. I'd love to hear, and I hope you guys are well and safe and healthy and all those good things. And I knock on wood, my family's doing good. So, that's all I can hope for. All right. So what are we going to talk about today? I had a really interesting conversation with a friend yesterday that spurred this whole thing that I want to talk about today. Because I think it's something we don't think a lot about. So I had a conversation with my friend yesterday, and she's 53 years old, and she said, I'm 53 years old. I'm not wearing cheap stuff anymore. And then she asked me, like, where can I get some good leggings? Which ones do you like to wear? And I rattled off a couple brands that I personally like. And I said, they're more expensive. I said, but what I found is, I said, they hold up really well. They're soft, they're comfortable. They make your backside look good. And I said, they will keep their shape. And then she and I were talking. She's like, I don't care. She's like, I'm not wearing uncomfortable, and I'm just not wearing cheap stuff anymore. I said, well, then there you go. Get these that I recommended because you'll love them. I've had mine for years. So just led us down this conversation. So it got me thinking, and I thought it would be something just kind of fun to talk about with you guys and share. So really, like, are you getting a good deal on something when you just buy something on sale? And versus something that you spend more money on. And I think something that we don't really think about, we usually just look at the price tag on hand and then we go about our way and like, oh, that was a great deal. Well, so how do you really know? Well, there's several things, but I think, like, think about something, figure out really kind of the ROI or the cost per wear. So like, let's say you spend $100 on something and then you wear it for 2 years and you can't even, maybe you've worn it 50 times. Then the cost per wear is like $2, which is nothing. That's like a cup of coffee. So, I mean, we're all different. We all spend different levels of money, but I think like the lower the cost per wear on an item, to me that signifies kind of like the value of my purchase. And I pulled out some of my favorite pieces or things that I bought that really have some that have a really low cost per wear, which means I wear them all the time, and then some that I didn't spend a lot of money on that I don't really wear, and so their cost per wear is more. So I thought it'd be a fun exercise. So strap on your learning ears. So take the cost of what you've spent and then estimate how many times you've worn it, and it's quick math. You can say, oh, that shirt that I got on sale for $30, I've only worn it once, so that cost per wear is $30 versus, like, let's say a jacket that you wear all the time that maybe you spent $150 or $200, whatever your price point is, but you've worn it for so many years you can't even keep track. I would say that's the better deal, right? So, and I relayed to her, like when she asked me about the leggings situation, I relayed to her how even before I started working from home and I was just using my leggings like for workout purposes versus I'm in them all the time now. I said I just stopped buying the cheaper workout leggings because they didn't hold their shape. They got worn out, gross looking, and then every time I cleaned something out, they were the first to go because they were gross. They didn't look good. They didn't hold their shape. So I stopped and I then invested in workout leggings, like spending more money than I would have ever thought at the time. And you know what? It totally paid off. I have some of these leggings I spent, a decent amount of money on, and then I still have them 4 years later. And to me, it's totally worth it because here I am and I still am wearing them 4 years later. The other example that I gave her, I did the same thing with shoes. Like when I was in my corporate job, I used to wear heels all the time. I still love a heel. I used to just buy cute shoes wherever, like DSW, Target, and I'm not bashing those places because they're awesome. But like $30, $40 shoes. Well, I'm a very hard walker. I must lumber around like I don't know what, but I walk really hard, I guess. So I wear the heels down. And then like they were just pinching my feet, getting worn out, gross, sweaty, gross feet because they were made of like plasticky fabric or whatever. So I stopped years ago buying like really cheap shoes, and I spent a little more on the shoe made of real leather or suede because those natural materials will absorb sweat. If they get wet from the rain, they really recover better. And a lot of those shoes I've taken to a local shoe place and had the heels, the tips, whatever, the soles replaced many times, and they still look great. So to me, it's all about, it's been worth to spend some more on some pieces up front. So a lot of times, like, we can be initially turned off, like if we really love something and like, oh, but it's X amount of money. But what if it's something that you'll find yourself wearing so many times that, like, yes, it may be more, but isn't it worth it in the long run? So those are things that really got me thinking with her after our conversation yesterday. So I want to just throw some things out to you guys to think about. So think of your life and what serves your life, meaning, are you in the type of job that I think most even corporate jobs are kind of like not even business casual anymore. They're just casual. Wear whatever you want as long as it's not wholly sweatpants, kind of crummy looking. So I think most of us are probably in the situation where you have casual clothes that you can dress up or dress down. A lot of us are in this situation. The other thing, think about your life. Think about like long-term items like coats, like winter coats, like things that you bring back every year, shoes, bags, even jewelry. Think about those things that you might have for long-term that it would be worth spending more money on. I even think of jeans, and I think because I know before I designed denim for Lane Bryant for 5 years, and before I got into the ins and outs of the denim and designing jeans, like I would just go to any store and buy jeans and hope they fit, and then they would wear it. And I had stacks and stacks that I would donate because I'd get them home, wear them a couple times, they'd bag out, blah, blah, blah. Because I didn't want to spend like $100 whatever at the time on jeans. But then once I got designing denim and really learned what made kind of premium denim tick as far as the ins and outs, then I found myself like being able to buy a nice pair of jeans and then wearing them all the time. And jeans get better the more you wear them. And it cut down on how many I was buying. So the other thing for me, I know we're all going through a pivot right now with a lot of us having to work from home because of like furloughs and just layoffs, working from home. So think about your lifestyle and pivoting. Meaning for me, like I went from business casual, corporate, to working out of my home a couple years ago, full time, and I'm dying, I'm getting dirty. But I have found a way that I still feel cute and pulled together. And for me, it's like I buy fun leggings that fit good and they feel good. I buy fun gym shoes. So yes, I need comfortable shoes, but it doesn't mean they need to be boring. So I think, there's a way that you can tailor what you're buying to your lifestyle too. And then I did a little research on psychology. Because I think the other thing that we can stop ourselves from maybe investing in some pieces is, we think we're not worth, spending that or whatever. I pose this question, like, don't you deserve to look and feel good too? And for me, the answer is yes. Because even though, like, when I just go back to my current, even though I'm running around in leggings and tennis shoes, like, I still want to look cute and feel good. So if I have to run out to the grocery store or whatever and run into someone, I'm not going to be totally embarrassed. I still want to feel put together. So there's been many studies linked to productivity and how we look and feel. And this doesn't mean you have to be sitting in a suit on your couch, but just what makes you feel good. And for everybody that's different, like I've learned how to feel cute and pulled together in my leggings just as much as my jeans, because I've kind of come up with a formula that works for me. For some people, it may be wearing a skirt. For some people, it could be wearing a suit. So I think it is important, especially for those who are maybe transitioning to a work from home lifestyle now. Like, I think it's still important to look and feel good. And that, again, that doesn't mean getting dressed up and sitting on your couch unless that appeals to you. But there has been many studies linked with productivity and how you feel. You can still get up and, you know, get showered, get dressed, put on something that you at least feel really good in. I pulled out a quote by Dr. Galinsky, who, this was a quote for the website of the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology. That sounds very fancy. He says, it has been long known that clothing affects how other people perceive us as well as how we think about ourselves, he said. Clothes invade the body, the brain, and putting the wearer into a different psychological state. Wow, isn't that something? I think it's true. I'm going to step up here. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Good to see you guys. So I wanted to throw those things out to you and just give some examples. Like, I'll do a little show and tell of some pieces that I've had for years or wear a lot. And then I think, like, just talking about that cost per wear scenario. Those of you have pull out some newer pieces. A lot of you guys have snatched up the Dietology sweatshirts, which I'm living in these things. I've had some of these now for 3 or 4 months. Well, the first launch went live in October. So it's like if I would do the cost per wear on these, they would be down to nothing. Just because I wear these at least once or twice a week, and I have like 4 or 5 of these in rotation, but I literally wear one probably every day. So like if I would do the cost per wear of these dudes, they'd be like nothing. And they went out on pre-sale. They're normally $98, but they went out at $88. And so I think if you get something like this and wear it once a week or twice a week for, I don't know, years, at least a season, I would say that's a good cost per average. I have some other things. Like, I thought this was interesting when I pulled through my closet. Like, I love a black denim jacket. This thing is so old. Oh my gosh, I probably got this 10 years ago. I can't even count the times that I bought it. I've worn it. So the cost per wear is probably down in the pennies. But then likewise, I got this when I went to Istanbul for one of my trips, and it was an expensive jacket, and it's really soft and lovely. But you know what? I wear this one all the time. So my cost per wear for this dude is like so much higher than this. And that's just the way it worked out. You know, a jean jacket, you can't go wrong. This is another piece I've probably had for 10 years. It's beat up. And cost per wear is probably, I don't know, probably down in the cents too. But then here's a good example. I got this at Anthropology, which is one of my favorite retail stores. It's a cute jacket that has a ruffle, and it was on sale, but I've worn it twice. And so the cost per wear is it's so much higher than something like this jacket, which I did spend a lot more on this jacket, but I wear this so much more. So this cost per wear is like nothing. And this cost per wear is probably, I've worn it probably $40 a wear, which to me is not that great because I don't wear it. There's nothing, I just found myself not wearing it. You know, and this was a little jacket that I got from BCBG years ago. It has a lot of really great details and velvet trim. It was not cheap, but again, the cost per wear, I wore it all the time when I was in corporate. Like, this would be another one where the cost per wear is nothing. These shorts, if you guys were around last summer, I paired these with some outfits. You know, they're from Free People, so they were like $98, which may sound like a lot for a pair of shorts, but like they have the embroidery, and these are something too that I've worn so many times that the cost per wear is really low. And I'll wear them this summer if I can fit. If I make it through the quarantine without eating myself into several different sizes, I will wear them this summer. Jeans we talked about, like ladies, if you can get yourself a good pair of fitting jeans and a lot of times premium denim brands, they do have nicer fabric, which means better stretch and recovery, things like that. They hold their shape better, they have better fit, meaning the way they cut their denim and the way they fit. These jeans, I have worn them so much that again, the cost per wear is probably nothing on them. Oh, this is a good example. This was a cheaper top that I got. It was probably under $50. I got it on somewhere when I was out shopping for a business trip, and I thought it was really cute. I've worn it maybe twice. So again, even though it was a cheaper item, the cost per wear is really high because it's okay. Like I got it. It's okay. So I think, and then this is another item I got on sale at Anthropologie. I think I got it with like a gift card. It was an expensive item, even though it was on sale. It's cute, but it's an item for whatever reason. Just don't wear it that much. So its cost per wear is really high. This is the original Dietology drape front hoodie, the very first one I made. It's over 2 years old. I cannot even, this is one of my core items that I wear, and I think everybody needs a Dietology hoodie. These dudes are really versatile, and this is another item too that I'm probably down in pennies cost per wear. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you as we're all kind of sitting around thinking about things and reevaluating. But I think your comfort and I think how you look and feel, especially during these times, is really important because I think we're all going through a lot. And so it's worth some days to put that little extra effort into it and at least feel good and look good in what you're in, because it is a mood booster. And then, there are those days where you just feel like, you know what, I'm not going to get out of these sweatpants. But I would say, especially during these times, it is worth the extra effort. It does boost the spirits. So, all right. Oh, who's here? Who's still here? I was going to do a little giveaway. All right. You guys, I was going to do a little giveaway if you guys are still here. Where's my thing? I forgot to tell you. All right. Hold on. For those of you still here, we're going to do a little giveaway. I just want to do some fun things because I know we're all, I don't know what we are. I don't want to speak for you, but we need some fun. So those of you that are still here, I made these really beautiful cotton sateen pillowcases in Whisper. I have some for myself, and it's like sleeping on a cloud. Like they're just so dreamy and comfy. I made my sister-in-law some for her Christmas present. Because she saw mine. Sorry, I dropped my pen. Hold on. So let's do a little giveaway. For those of you who are here, I'm going to think of a number between 100 and 150. So whoever guesses the number that I wrote down, you win those. And sorry if you're watching the replay, no bueno. It's for live attendees. So go. Put your comments in there. You can win those. Number between 1 and 150. There's only 8 of you live, so your chances are pretty good. You guys should have, whoever left should have stayed on the video. All right, I don't see any numbers coming through. Is anybody guessing? Is anybody guessing? Somebody type in a number between 1 and 150. Heather, are you still here? Carrie? Shannon? Sandy, anybody there? If you want to win the pillowcases, all you have to do is enter a number between 1. Okay, Denise, we got one number and Denise is 48. Who else? Does anybody else have a number between 1 and 150? All you have to do is type a number. All right, I don't see any other numbers coming through. Denise, I'll give it another minute. If I don't see any other numbers come through, Denise is the winner. Denise, how you doing? I think you're the only one still alive. there's a lag time. I don't know. Okay, yeah, Peggy, no, between 1 and 150. 1 and 150. Here, but not working. You're not, are you typing in a number? Sharon, type in a number between 1 and then 150. It's not working? What is going on? What's going on with Facebook? Oh no. Well, if it's not working, I may have to wait till next week. All right, I don't know what's going on. You guys, today's not been my day. My whole Instagram account was hacked. It was awful. So, all right, well, if it's not working, guys, we'll do the giveaway next week because it's not fair if whatever, this stupid, I'm kind of put out, it's not going through, Yvette. Okay, we'll do the giveaway next week. I don't know what's going on with social media, but I'm put out with it all. My Instagram account got hacked today. It was a nightmare. I can't even get into it. So we'll do the giveaway next week because I want it to be fair for everybody. So, all right, my friends. If you came in part way, you can go back and listen to it. And also, I put this in a thing the other day. You can join our VIP text group, excuse me, and get special updates, notifications, special discounts. I don't know yet. I'm just getting started. You can text the word join. So just type in the word join, Join, to this number. It's going to be up in the text too. 207 569 3370. And again, I'll have it listed in the text of the post. So text the word join to 207 569 3370. All right, my friends, we'll do the giveaway next week. Guys, take care and have a great weekend. Bye.